Welcome to my channel. I am the Poleaxe. Today we have a very special video as I have finally hit level 1000 on the Poleaxe. Now, those of you who actually know me may be aware that I have put this game down several times only to pick it back up. I just cannot seem to keep away from it, and you know, I'm pretty happy to have finally hit this achievement that I've kind of been chasing. You know, I haven't really been grinding for it specifically, but just over time your level goes up. And, you know, I figured I would record the game where I finally hit 1000. So this is just going to be a nice, easy, narrated game. We did find an absolutely stacked lobby, and I really loved it. I could not have asked for a better lobby to hit level 1000 in. We have some serious heavy hitters here. We've got guys like Durag, KC, Sun God is here, my buddy Shani Salami is here. There are a lot of really good players. So strap in, get your popcorn, and, you know, join us on this game. Real quickly, I just want to point out that although this was hardly my best game ever, I do think I held my own pretty well considering the, you know, the weight of the lobby. It was a heavy fucking lobby. One thing to pay attention to here is my positioning. You'll notice, especially on these convoy pushes, that I am sort of very hit and run. I'm just going in, getting a little bit of damage in, and getting back out. And you'll see me do this a whole bunch of times. And the reason for this is because, especially at the early part of pretty much any pushing objective, so this also applies to like Lionspire, Rams, etc. What happens is the attacking team spawns will roll hard and deep. So if you try to stay on the objective, you know, typically what will happen is you'll just get rolled over. You'll just get eaten alive by several different spawn waves, all coming towards the objective at once. So really a good practice, a good habit to have is, you know, be aware of what's coming down the pipeline and act accordingly, because you don't want to be caught out by your own or even with, you know, maybe 1 or 2, 3 teammates, because the Mason side is going to spawn in 20 fucking people all at once, and they're all gonna come and get you. Just a quick note, obviously the way to win defending Dark Forest is to control the cart. Typically what will happen is when the cart moves, there are certain breakpoints on the map where when the cart passes it, it will move up the attacking team spawns. A lot of defense wins that happen on these sorts of objectives, they happen because the convoy gets stuck just before one of those breakpoints where the spawns move, and it leads to the defense typically spawning closer than the offense. So things kind of just stall out because the attacking team can't really get together a front and actually push on the objective properly. Now, the risk factor in all of this is that if your defending team overextends too much, you can see there's a lot of people, you know, sort of pushing towards the Mason spawn. If your team overextends like this, you know, you run the risk of the great big Mason spawn wave killing all of them, and then there's not really enough people left at the objective to defend it properly. So, you know, the Masons will eventually push us back, get to the cart, they'll push it past the breakpoint, and from there, you know, it starts rolling again.
Convoy must not be allowed to progress. Break the convoy! It must be halted!
So I'm gonna let this guy go. I did take a swing at him because I didn't realize who it was. If you're not familiar with Archer Molester, his name is kind of a giveaway. His entire shtick is that he literally just dives archers all game. He will not fight other people except to defend himself so that he can kill more archers. So we're gonna let him go because he's really kind of just doing God's work there.
Mason Caravan has reached the gate! Fall back to the gatehouse! Agathian, defend our gatehouse!
And here at last is, of course, the final rank up to Poleaxe 1000. I do believe my buddy Shani Salami got a kill, which granted me a takedown, which is what gave me that final level. So, you know, shout out to the homies for helping out. And, you know, we're kind of just gonna try and chill for the rest of this game. We are gonna win on the second convoy push, so, you know, at this point, we're kind of just trying to finish it out.
For woe, the gatehouse is lost! Stop that caravan! I need help!
I'm gonna pretty much get what I deserve here for making one of the classic noob mistakes and just sort of standing behind my teammate, trying to rock heavy overheads into an enemy that I really don't have a reasonable chance of hitting from this position. And it is gonna get me killed, and Shani is going to escape, so, you know, you pay for your own actions. So I'm gonna die right here like an absolute fucking idiot because I'm a victim of my own stupidity. There's really not too much to say about this, just be careful when you tackle.
Convoy must not be allowed to progress. We must make our
Quick shout out to Sun God, who is an absolutely insane player in both duels and team objective. He's gonna piece me up pretty handily with the double feint and then spacing out the jab because he read me like a fucking children's book. Absolutely great player. If you see him, be careful about chasing after him because he will fuck you up. Unfortunately, this is going to be a defensive stop on that second convoy push, which is unfortunate because this could have been a truly legendary game. Maybe not for some of these players who always put up, you know, absolutely insane numbers, but it would have been cool to see like how that ended up if it had gone to the final objective. But ultimately, I was only there really to hit level 1000 on the Poleaxe, and I did manage to do that. So even though my performance wasn't the best, I was ultimately quite happy with this game. In the future, I am still going to make a Poleaxe guide. I have started putting in more progress on that. I am also going to hopefully start making some content on fiefdom, which, if you're not familiar, is an upcoming melee slasher somewhat similar to Chivalry 2. You know, I have paid for an alpha key, so hopefully once the alpha drops in September, I will be able to get some good content of the early state of that game and sort of give my thoughts, maybe make some guides on it. We'll see what happens. And until next time, I just want you to remember 2 things. Arches are all cucks, and you should be playing more Poleaxe.